All right, here on the Martin's Peterbelt presentation of In the Huddle, sponsored and Welcome to our coverage of the 13th region of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. We cover all sports and are here to promote the student athletes of the 13th region. Presented by Martin's Peterbelt, sponsored by All-State agent Zach Davidson. Let us introduce you to the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network's presentation of In the Huddle. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin Insurance Agent Zach Davidson. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate.
I can't hear him.
I think is it on Marion?
I'm in the show on my own.
You are there. We see you, brother. We're glad to see you.
Hey.
Caden, glad to have you with us tonight. Man, it's been a great week of basketball. And, I know you've been busy. What did you guys do today? Did you have practice?
Yeah, we had practice.
So Sundays, is he a little bit easier on you on Sunday, or is he tough on you?
It depends. I mean, today was more of just getting focused on the game tomorrow against Corbin. But
yeah, obviously, man, congratulations. You guys are the 13th region's #1 team coming in this week. I know you've worked really hard for that. And, man, how does it feel, being, who you are and all the hard work you put in to see your team where it is right now?
It feels pretty good. I mean, I ain't never been ranked #1 in the region like in my past years any, so feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, we're glad, and DC Turner joins us. DC, glad to have you with us tonight. Got Mr. Caden Huff from Bell County, and he's quite an athlete. I don't know about you, but I enjoy watching him play.
Love every minute of it that I get to see him. Sorry about that. I'm sitting here in the middle of a daydream. It's been a rough week, and I forgot to hit the enter button. I've been sitting here 10 minutes.
I wonder where you were. But so, Caden, let's talk about the game in Harlan County. That's why I wanted to have you on tonight. I mean, obviously, you talk about being in the right place at the right time. Tell us kind of how that happened, and if for people that maybe just watched the clip at the end, obviously that wasn't a design play for you to get the ball at that point. What was going on there?
Just going there for the offensive rebound, just anything for the team to win right there at the end.
Yeah, DC, did you get a chance to watch that clip?
Oh, yeah, I watched the whole game. I went back and rewatched the whole game twice. Just an outstanding performance by both teams. The young man he grabbed rebounds all game long when he was in. He's hard-nosed, gritty, and don't care to get, swap bruises with his opponents.
Yeah, and I put him on the all-hair team. He's always had great hair, man. And it looks like you've trimmed it up a little bit from early on, man.
Yeah. Over the summer, I got it all chopped off there.
Well, us guys like DC and myself, man, we enjoy the hair.
Man, that was pretty low, Ronnie. I mean, two of his assistant coaches, we got the same barber, so and you're gonna talk about how good looking his hair is. That's just
Well, Caden, let's talk about Coach Sizemore. I think he's been there 6 years now. So you were like maybe what, in grade school and coming up through middle school. What's it like to have one of the best coaches in the 13th region?
He can be hard on you sometimes, but he toughens you up. He gets you ready. He's the best basketball coach I've had by far.
Yeah, and then you've got Napier and Lefevre's, you've got Maxey over there. I mean, those guys could coach a lot of schools in the 13th region. That's why I think that Bell County is set aside for that coaching staff. Who's the coach that you kind of as an upperclassman now? Because you got such a young team, man. You're older than most of them. You're one of the leaders on this team. Who's kind of the coach that's your guy that talks to you a lot and pours into you the most?
Coach LaFever's probably he's been with me since I was in grade school, about 6th, 7th grade, right in there. So I've been around him a lot.
Yeah, he's a good one. He coaches JV too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But we'll take a look at these rankings for people to give a sneak peek. Bell County, they're number one, the first team to hit 20 wins in the 13th region this year. South Laurel, Harlan County, Corbin, and no bigger. You guys get to be number one, Caden, and then Corbin comes to town tomorrow night. So you're going to get a challenge right off the bat. Evan Ellis is eligible for Corbin. He scored like 28, 30 points the other night for Corbin. So they're going to be a little bit stronger. I got to see you guys playing the Cumberland Falls, and I've caught you a couple times. Man, is that going to be a battle tomorrow night on Log Mountain?
Oh, yeah, it'll be a battle. It'll be a battle in the paint, majorly, yeah.
Yeah, well, I know you're looking forward to it, and you just had a great year and a great career, and it's not over, man. You got what, one more year? You're a junior?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
You're a junior, so you got one more year. So obviously, when you guys set your goals for the year, first goal is to wrap up the district, and you guys were able to do that. So, what's your goals for your team?
My main goal is to go on the RUP this year. Just win the regional one time, go to RUP.
Yeah. Well, DC, I said it last year when Larry and I did the game there at the arena. I told Larry at the end of the game that Bell County was my preseason number one, and we kind of talked about it. It may take them a little while to get there towards the end of the year because they were so young around Caden. But these guys have stepped up, and they're the team to beat.
I got laughed at earlier in the year, preseason actually, by some friends of mine that we talk basketball with quite a bit. And I've had Bell County number one slot since before the season started. Now I get to laugh, at least for this week.
Yeah, well, that's it. And, we'll be up there tomorrow night, Caden. We'll see you there. And man, we're proud of you and your hard work. And that's one thing I like about you is you're not afraid to bang. You get in there and you don't care to get pushed around, whatever you got to do. Has that always kind of been your style to just kind of get in there and do the dirty work?
Yeah, since I hit high school, yeah.
Yeah, well, you do it with the best of them, man. And one more question I got for you. Who you got winning the Super Bowl tonight?
I got to go with the Eagles. I'm not an Eagles fan nor a Chiefs fan, but I can't see the Chiefs win it.
Well, my thing is anybody but the Chiefs at this point.
Yeah.
Because I'm always for the underdog anyway, man. That's just kind of the way it goes. But Caden, thanks for taking the time and getting away from the game a little bit and joining us and being with us, man. God's given you a lot of talent, and appreciate your hard work and dedication. And we wish you the best of luck, not only tomorrow night, but in the district tournament and down the road. And good luck to you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. We'll be back right after these messages. You're listening to Martin Peterbelt coverage of In the Huddle, presented and sponsored by Allstate Insurance Agent Zach Davidson here on the 13th Region. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin Insurance Agent Zach Davidson. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC, General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again. Don't wait. Contact Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting for all your general construction, landscaping, and Christmas light installation needs.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste. Pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Let me tell you about my good friend Robert King at All American Detailing. They're located at 888 US 25 in Corbin. They offer many services including full detail and basic detail for exterior and interior. They have paint correction, buffing, polishing, and a 5-year ceramic coating. Also, don't forget about your animals. It's cold, and they have great insulated panels in all different sizes. They offer discounts to military and active first responders. Call them today for an appointment, 606-280-7349. Come back to Martin Peterbelt as they present In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson from Allstate Insurance here on the L4 Security Network, 13th Region Media Network. And we are just so excited to be with you tonight. And now we have our support awards we want to talk about. First, we want to talk about the Boys Student Section of the Week, brought to you by our good friend Kim Crowley. That award goes to the North Laurel Jaguars. Look at that boys student section. Man, they were having a great time. Congratulations on North Laurel, the boys student section of the week, brought to you by Kim Crowley. She also sponsors the girls student section of the week, and that goes to, again, the North Laurel Jaguars. They were in full force this week supporting the Lady Jaguars, and they did a phenomenal job. Again, that's brought to you by Kim Crowley. Congratulations to North Laurel on being the boys and girls student sections of the week. Now let's talk about the cheer teams, brought to you by Heather Martinez from Sean Rogers Realty. First, on the boys side, the boys cheerleading squad of the week goes to the Bell County Bobcats. They did a wonderful job cheering on their team. They had some big games this week. Congratulations, Bell County, on being the boys cheerleading squad of the week, again brought to you by Heather Martinez. Now let's go on to the girls, also brought to you by Heather Martinez from Sean Rogers Realty. The girls cheerleading squad of the week goes to the Knox Central Panthers. They were in full force supporting the Lady Panthers this week, and congratulations to Knox Central on being the cheerleading squad of the week. Can you imagine how boring our games would be without our cheerleaders and our student sections? Thank you for all you do. Let me tell you about my good friends at Heavenly Inflatables. They are Christian people who love serving Southeast Kentucky. For your birthday parties, VBS, fall festivals, whatever you need, give them a call today. That's Heavenly Inflatables. Check them out on Facebook or call them at 606-499-7810.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew
We're so
help you
glad
through
to
your
have you
next
with us
outdoor
here.
project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810. We also want to wish all student athletes of the 13th region a very successful and healthy season.
We're so glad to have you with us here as Martin's Peterbelt presents In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson from Allstate Insurance here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. We want to take a look at some of our weekly awards. First off, let's talk about the Spark Plug of the Week, brought to you by good old Shane Tarvin and Marcus Sima down there at USA RV and Auto Sales. The Spark Plug Player of the Week for the boys goes to Mr. Evan Ellis. He came on the scene this week and scored 30 points in his debut for the Corbin Redhounds. He definitely was a spark plug for the Redhounds. And again, that is brought to you by USA RV and Auto Sales, Shane Tarvin and Marcus Sima. Now, let's go on and talk about some other awards here that we want to go over with you. The Girls Spark Plug of the Week, that's also brought to you by Shane Tarvin and Marcus Sima there at USA RV and Auto Sales. It goes to Carly Feltz from Clay County. She had a big week this week, played some great rebounding and great defense, and did a great job in helping Clay County have a successful start to the week. And we congratulate Carly Feltz as the Clay County Tigers Girls Spark Plug of the Week. Now we want to go on and talk about the top 10 boys teams of the week. And I'm telling you, this is tough. It's brought to you by Josh Maxey at Curb Kings, also the one-stop phone shop, and Dust Till Dawn. Look at this top 10, from 10 all the way up to 1. I'm telling you, folks, on any given night, you can see these teams being successful, and Bell County has propelled themselves to number 1 with their big win this week over Harlan County. So Bell County is 1. South Laurel is 2, Harlan County 3, and Corbin maintains that 4 position. That next 5 there, 5 through 9, North Laurel, Knox Central, Clay County, and Pineville, along with Whitley County and Williamsburg rounding out the top 10. I'm telling you, this region tournament is going to be phenomenal. Looking at these 10 teams, you've got teams like Barberville, who almost upset Clay County this week. They're just on the outside looking in. So you could just imagine only 8 of these teams will be able to play at the arena. Which 2 teams will not make it? Or there may be more than 2 teams that don't make it, depending on the other squads. So thank you, Curb Kings and the One Stop Phone Shop and Dust Till Dawn for sponsoring the boys 13th region top 10 teams of the week. Now, let's go on and talk about Barrett and Blevins. They sponsors the girls top 10. And this is a big shakeup for the first time in the entire season. We have a new number 1. They've won 14 games in a row. They are now 19-4 on the season. The South Laurel Lady Cardinals take over that number 1 spot. But when you look at number 2 and number 3, both teams already with over 20 wins, North Laurel slips to that 2 position with 2 very tough losses this week. And then Knox Central at 3. Corbin holds steady at 4. Bell County remains hot at 5. followed by Whitley County, who knocked off Corbin this week, Harlan Independent, Clay County, Middlesboro, and Jackson County. Just like the boys, there are some great players and great teams. And again, only 8 are going to go to the region tournament. Thank you, Barrett and Blevins, for sponsoring the top 10 teams of the week. We're going to go to the boys team of the week and talk about them just a little bit. This is brought to you by Dixon Law Office. It goes to the Bell County Bobcats. They take over that top seed with some big wins, a big last-second shot by Caden Huff at Harlan County. They are the number 1 team in their district and now the number 1 team in the region. Again, brought to you by Dixon's Law Office. Congratulations to the Bell County Bobcats, the team of the week. And, of course, the girls' team of the week has to go to South Laurel. Again, 14 in a row. That is sponsored by Pepsi. Look at Coach there. He's in his tennis stance there, or golf. He's a big golf player. He is intense. This team is one of the best defensive teams that I've seen play in a very long time. Pepsi Cola sponsors the girls' team of the week. Congratulations to South Laurel. DC Turner, your comments after everything we just went over.
It's just been one wild week. Had Madison Central and North Laurel game of the week earlier in the week. Just an outstanding game itself. The student section, as you mentioned, North Laurel girls student section was absolutely insane. Very respectful. I will say that, very respectful. But they were on it from the opening tip to the end to the final horn. We had an absolute blast at North Laurel doing the broadcast. Brian was there, had his little girl down there with us, and Sean Jackson just hyped out. I mean, he needs to get with Red Bull and get some commission or something, because he was amped up high on that. And then South Laurel, 14-0, hasn't been beat in 2025. And then on the boys' side, you got Bell County. They're 11-1 since the January 1. They've ran off, I think, 9 in a row. The question is, both of them been on a hot streak. Are they peaking at the right time, and can they carry this momentum through the end of the regional tournament? You're muted.
Is it too early to peak? That's the question.
Yeah. But I mean, we've got some outstanding games coming up in the next 10 days. You've got North hooking it up tomorrow night with Corbin. You've got later on, end of this week or early next week, you've got Bell County and Knox Central hooking it up in the boys' side. Wow. You got some fantastic girls' games coming down the pipe. And then we got the district tournaments. And on any given night, like you just said just a little bit ago, on any given night, somebody may go home early that nobody's expecting.
Yeah, it's definitely wide open, and it's exciting. The top 10, South Laurel moves up to number 1 because they beat North. North lost twice, but then they beat Madison Central, who's a top 10 in the state. So, I mean,
top 10
do not count Eddie Mahan out.
No, definitely not. But, I mean, top 2 of the top 10 teams, our game of the week this past week. And if you looked at the RPI, we had 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was a fantastic game. The energy in that gym was insane, which got us hyped and probably blew up the broadcast, actually. But we were cranked. The coaches were cranked. The kids were cranked on both teams. We got an opportunity to get there a little early and talk to both sets of coaches, varsity coaches and some of the players prior to doing the broadcast. And both sides, you could feel it. Both sides was into it.
Well, that is absolutely awesome. We'll take a time out. We'll come back. We've got some great things to continue to talk to you about here on Martin Peterbelt's presentation of In the Huddle here, sponsored by Zach Davidson at Allstate Insurance here on the 13th Region Media Network. Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, contact Sean Disney with USA Realty. With 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 3 years experience as a top multi-million dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to your success. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to help make your real estate dreams come true.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbelt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Presentation of In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson from Allstate Insurance here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. Let's turn into the boys' top 5 players of the week. It's brought to you by my good friend Mark Crowley and his wife Gina. They have Gen Mars Roofing, and they sponsored the boys' top 5 of the week. Maddox Huff continues to dominate the 13th region, leading the 13th region in shooting from Harlan County. Then you go on to Reese Davison, 17 big points against Corbin in a losing effort, but continues to dominate down low and be one of the best rebounders in the region for North Laurel. Jordan Mabe, another big week, stellar defense, leads the league in blocks and is having a phenomenal season. Evan Ellis steps on the scene, his first game, 30 points for Corbin in their big win over North Laurel. And then Blake Burnett from Bell County. That top 5 is brought to you by Gen Mars, our good friend Mark Crowley. If you need any roofing done, go see them. So that gives us to our player of the week, brought to you by my friend Scott Lisenby over in Harlan. If you need some attorney work done over in Harlan or anywhere, he don't care. Call Scott Lisenby. It goes to the Bell County Bobcats, Blake Burnett, Mr. Everything. He's a basketball player, a baseball player, a football player, and could probably do rugby and any other sport that you threw his way. He's one of the 3 sport athletes that continues to shine. Had a phenomenal week for Bell County in their 2 big wins that they had their week that has propelled them to be the number 1 team in the 13th region. Congratulations, Blake Burnett, brought to you by Scott Lisenby, attorney at law. Now, let's go on to the girls' top 5 of the week. Girls that had a great week. You got Jordan on there. You got to have Skeeter. Skeeter May from South Laurel, defensive guru, helps lead that team. Her and Aubrey Bundy from South Laurel and Jamie Benaventura are the 3 from South Laurel this week that are on the top 5. They've won 14 in a row, and I mean, they are killing it. Then you've got our spark plug, Carly Feltz from Clay County. Carly Feltz had a great week, and we highlighted her as our spark plug of the week. And then Miss Collins from Knox Central, 30 points, 20-plus rebounds, had a phenomenal game just this weekend, but she has been in there about every week. And again, the girls' top 5 is brought to you by Save Right Home Care, and we appreciate them sponsoring the girls' top 5. And that propels us to the player of the week, brought to you by Dixon Law Office, Miss J.B. Benaventura from South Laurel. Rebounding, steals, scoring points and assists. She helps lead her team and is a hard-working girl. I mean, this girl busts it from the first whistle. Congratulations, Jamie. You are the Dixon's Law Office Player of the Week. Phenomenal season so far. Let's go on and talk about the watch list for the 13th Region Player of the Year. That's sponsored by Heron Family Dentistry. First, we'll talk about the boys and that watch list, who you can see. You've got Keegan Ward from Jackson County, Sawyer Thompson from Pineville, Andrew Smith from Whitley County, Jacob Rogers from OBI, Jordan Mabe from South, Maddox Huff from Harlan County, Aiden Creech from Clay County. You've got Riley Fuson from Whitley County, Reese Davison from North Laurel, Ethan Buell from Bell, and then you keep on going there. You got Mr. Grayson Burton from Knox Central, Blake Burnett from Bell County, and Ryder Akins from Corbin. That's your watch list of the Heron Family Dentistry top 10 top players who are in the running for the 13th Region Player of the Year. There are some great athletes. What are your thoughts there, DC Turner, talking about the boys' side of things?
Well, Andrew Smith plays for Williamsburg, not Whitley County, so we'll get that. But other than that, I mean, it's just a fantastic group of players. Plain and simple. You can take any one of those, put them in a starting five, and good luck to the other team. I mean, you've got kids from all over the region. The Ward kid up here at Jackson County is continuing to do his thing. I think it's a double-double for him pretty much every night out. Sawyer Thompson, he can get you 15 points, and his teammates pick up the slack and win a game, or if he needs to go out and drop 30, 35 to win, he can do that as well. Smith down at Williamsburg, outstanding player. Jacob Rogers at OBI, he can get 10 or 12 points a game, or he can drop 30, 35 as well. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. And unfortunately for us, we only got room for so many on that list. I mean, we could probably have another 15 or 20 that on any given night can, drop what's needed to get their team a win. Same with on the ladies' side of it.
Yeah, DC, if you don't care, let's go through that ladies' side for us.
We'll run from bottom to top. Kylie No at Harlan, Shelby Mills, Knox Central, Macy Messer at South Laurel, Lauren McGeorge at Bell County, Carrie Lamb at Bell County, Haley Collins at Knox Central, Kylie Clem at Corbin, Benaventura at South, and Kiwi Betts at Middlesboro. I've got to see several of these young ladies in person on our game of the week. The young ladies at Bell County, Knox County. I mean, it's just the list just goes on and on. On the ladies' side of the 13th region as well, we could add another 10 or 15 to that list, and it'd be hard to argue about any of them.
Been a phenomenal year so far. We'll be right back. We've got some great interviews coming up here on the 13th Region Media Network.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Give us a call today for a free quote.
We understand the challenge of finding a quality pre-owned vehicle, but look no farther. Let me tell you about my good friends Marcus Sima and Shane Tarvin from USA RV and Auto Sales. They're conveniently located on the West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. They have a large inventory and have helped thousands of people in the Tri-County. Go see them today. That's USA RV and Auto Sales on the West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin, Kentucky. And we are back here live on the Martin's Peterbelt L4 Securities 13th Region Media Network coverage of In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson from Allstate Insurance. And we have the super sophomores from Whitley County. The Lady Colonels are in the house tonight. First off, Miss Aubrey Clemens, we want to introduce you tonight. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
We're doing well. And Miss Maddie Hopkins is with us tonight. How you doing, Maddie?
Good. How are you?
And we're doing great. I'm glad you guys would join us. I got to see the game the other night against Corbin. I don't get to see you guys play a whole lot, but you guys had a great game plan and a great game the other night. I'm telling you, how special was that, Maddie, to get to go into Corbin and get a big win?
I think that it was really special because we all worked together as a team and we really played well together. and it was just overall like a good team win. So it was really special to us, and it was good to get a win in the district.
Yeah, and Aubrey, I mean, I'm telling you, you were just getting rebounds left and right, and I mean, it was a very physical. Seems like when you guys play with Corbin, it's a very physical game, but you adjusted well to that.
Yeah, it gets pretty physical, but yeah, I thought we did good. It was good.
Yeah. So, well, the cool thing about you girls is, you know, I've watched you all your life. You both are very interesting to have your dad that's been so involved in your life as a coach and very successful coaches and all that. Aubrey, we'll start with you. What has it meant to have your dad and kind of tell everybody, Maddie, you can follow it up the same when we get done with her, when you started playing basketball and kind of what it's like having your dad help you get up to where you are.
Well, my dad played college basketball, and so it's just been great to have him. Because he was a post player like me, so he's been able to, help me, with what I need to do, and how he's helped me get better, and he's helped me be like how I am today. Without him, I would not be nowhere how I am today. So I'm really appreciative.
Yeah. So what grade did you start playing? Do you remember? You just kind of always played.
Oh gosh, I feel like I've always played since I was little, like little leagues, around area. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's been forever. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Same for you, Maddie.
He's always been there to push me, and he's been very supportive, and he always is very observant. So he watches what I do in the game. So when we go to the gym, he knows exactly what we need to work on, and he pushes me really hard. So it all works out, and he's helped a lot.
Yeah, and I remember, you and your little Oak Grove days, you little girls out there playing, and just was so fun, to watch you when you were there. Aubrey, where did you go to Central? Or where did you go to grade school?
I went to Central.
Okay, that's what I thought as far as that goes. Now we know Maddie's got a brother that's a really good athlete, and I'm sure that he pushes you a lot too. Aubrey, do you have any siblings, or are you an only child? What's your schedule?
I'm the oldest. I have a 8th grade sister, and then I have a little sister that's in 3rd grade.
Oh wow, that is so awesome. So let's talk a little bit about the season so far. 16-7 on the season. You're both averaging about 13 points a game. Obviously talking about the district coming in, we didn't really know what was going to happen. Corbin's always going to be there. You guys are so young, but yet you've rose to the top. South Laurel's kind of shocked people. I think they've won 14 in a row, but you guys are right in the mix of things. Aubrey, we'll start with you. What is the biggest difference in you last year as a freshman opposed to this year? Because you seem to really have a lot more confidence.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I've got to get in the gym, work on my post moves and stuff. And my dad has also helped me like build up my confidence, and I feel like that's really helping me play better in the games this year compared to when I was a freshman, because I was, little and nervous. And then where I also sat out my 8th grade year from a knee surgery. Like last year, I was just kind of getting back into it, so I was, more nervous. But this year, where I played varsity last year, I feel more confident. So.
Yeah, and it's made a big difference. And Maddie, I mean, for you got to play so much in middle school at the varsity level and all that. So, like, even though you're a sophomore, you're really like a junior or senior with experience. But, just kind of being the general on the floor and seeing everything. What's been different about you this year?
I think that where last year was my first year coming back to Whitley after middle school, because I played a lot in varsity in middle school, but it's just like a different environment, a different scenario, different around you. So you just have to learn how to play into that situation. And so where this is my second year with that, I think I'm really starting to get it down.
Yeah, well, you guys definitely have the chemistry together and with the rest of your teammates. And let's talk about your coach, man. I love Petrie. You've known him a long time, and kind of interesting for you because he was a little Oak Grove coach down there. So when you guys, I want to ask you both the question. When you found out that Michael Petrie was going to be your coach, Maddie, we'll start with you. How excited was you about that?
I was excited. I've won elementary championship, so it's not a big deal, but it was when I was back then. So we won one.
It was a very big deal. I was there. You cut the nets down. It was wonderful.
We're just hoping to do that again in high school this time.
Yeah. What about you, Aubrey? I know that you like Coach Petrie as well.
Yeah, I was shocked. Because I was actually happy because he was one of the assistants last year, so it was a familiar face, and like I knew who he was already. Yeah, I was happy when he was coached.
You know, I can't get him to come on the show. He's too shy. You guys are going to have to give him a hard time. I tried to get him to join us tonight, and he's just, you know how he is. He's just so humble. He wants it to be all about the kids. But let me ask you guys this, because you are such a young team and everything, and you guys may pick the same player, but because not everybody in the 13th region, you know, there's so many different people watch the show. Who's kind of been someone that stepped up this year on the team that maybe you didn't even realize were going to be able to step up, or they've just kind of been a spark plug that you really feel like's helped you girls get to this 16-7 record?
I think Cammie.
I do too. Cammie's really comes off the bench, but she always comes in with energy and looks to push the ball and everything. So she really helps us out a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Cammie.
Yeah, and that definitely makes a big difference. And one thing that I noticed about you girls too, it seems like that you guys really get along well together. Aubrey, how important is that to have team chemistry?
It's so important because, you know, on the court, if, you know, you don't have good team chemistry, then it's just everything's a mess and it's not good. And I feel like our team really has a good bond and we can get along with each other, you know, outside of basketball and hang out and be friends. And then on the court, it just, you know, goes on the court. Yeah, I don't know. It's good. I'm glad it's good team chemistry.
Yeah. So, Maddie, who's your BFF on the team?
Dude, I like them all. I mean, they're all there for me when I need them, and they push me when I need to be pushed. So
That's politically correct.
Yeah, it's been great. So let's talk about the district tournament now. It's coming up. And I know you still got games. You can't look too far ahead, right? I mean, you got to win. But, you know, it's going to be a big matchup because you and Corbin both are 3-3 on the season. So, Maddie, we'll start with you. Is how do you stay focused on the end of this season and not look too far ahead to the district tournament?
But you just got to take it game by game. But, you know, at the end goal, you're trying to win. But if you just focus on game, you get to focus on what you need to get better at during the game, and you can work on those things during the season. So whenever you're at the end of the season, it really just makes it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Aubrey, same for you?
Yeah, I agree. And we just have to keep playing with the confidence that we've been playing at. And our the team chemistry has been really good these past few games, and we just got to continue that onto it. And I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be wide open. And obviously, I know you've set goals, and, you know, the goal is to get to the region tournament and to get to play at the arena. And you got to win that first game. And that's going to be so crucial. So I just want to wish you girls the best of luck. I'm a big fan. You know, I love Whitley County, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your families and how they support you. And we just wanted to give you all some love tonight and have you come on the show and let all of the 13th region know what's going on down at Whitley County. So you guys want to give a shout out to anybody before you get off here?
Oh, gosh. Go Whitley County.
There you go. You could hit the whole county, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, girls. Good luck to you. We'll see you down the road, okay?
Thank you.
All right, DC. Those girls, they were having too much fun tonight.
You had every question that I normally ask, but you forgot to get the coach's impersonation. I was just waiting for you to go right into that one. So,
well, yeah, we'll let be able to get that, but
that's one way. That's one way the coach will come on next time with them.
That's true. Whitley 3-3, Corbin 3-3. So that's going to be the 2-3 matchup. Obviously, South will play Williamsburg in that 50th district, and you hate it that either Whitley or Corbin, they're going to go home. They won't get to go to the arena, but that's the way it works.
Unfortunately, that's the way it works. And then, you know, it is what it is, but that's going to be one heck of a girls tournament. Probably the best girls side district tournament that we're going to have. And the boys side's going to be pretty competitive too, especially the 51st and the 52nd. Well, you can go into 50. I think North Laurel is pretty much North Laurel and Clay County is going to come out of the 49th, and I don't think there's any too many questions about that. Albeit on any given night, you know, anything can happen. But after seeing everybody in the 49th district play, I see North Laurel and Clay County coming out of that one.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Brad Sizemore, the coach of the #1 team in the 13th region boys side, will be with us here on Martin Peterbelt's presentation of In the Huddle, sponsored by Allstate agent Zach Davidson here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin insurance agent Zach Davidson. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again. Don't wait. Contact Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting for all your general construction, landscaping, and Christmas light installation needs.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza have been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste. Pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
I remember her. Was she a senior? Let me tell you about my good friend Robert King at All American Detailing. They're located at 888 US 25 in Corbin. They offer many services, including full detail and basic detail for exterior and interior. They have paint correction, buffing, polishing, and a 5-year ceramic coating. Also, don't forget about your animals. It's cold, and they have great insulated panels in all different sizes. They offer discounts to military and active first responders. Call them today for an appointment, 606-280-7349. Did you hear that? Let me tell you about my good friends at Heavenly Inflatables. They are Christian people who love serving Southeast Kentucky. For your birthday parties, VBS, fall festivals, whatever you need, give them a call today. That's Heavenly Inflatables. Check them out on Facebook or call them at 606-499-7810.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810.
Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, contact Sean Disney with USA Realty. With 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 3 years experience as a top multi-million-dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to your success. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to help make your real estate dreams come true.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbelt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky. Give us a call today for a free quote. Thank you.
We understand the challenge of finding a quality pre-owned vehicle, but look no farther. Let me tell you about my good friends Marcus Sima and Shane Tarvin from USA RV and Auto Sales. They're conveniently located on the West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. They have a large inventory and have helped thousands of people in the Tri-County. Go see them today. That's USA RV and Auto Sales on the West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin, Kentucky. And we're back here on the 13th Region Media Network at Martin's Peterbelt, and we just are so glad to be joined by Bell County Bobcat coach Brad Sizemore. Coach Sizemore, congratulations. Well, not only the season, but what a week your guys have had, and I know you're so proud of your squad.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been a great month and a half, really. We've been playing really good basketball since Christmas break, so I'm happy for them. But still 2 weeks to go, and we've got a lot of hard games coming up, and hopefully we can keep it going into the postseason when it really matters.
Well, I remember coming back to last year at the region tournament. I looked at Larry Dix, my partner, and I immediately right then said, I really feel like Bell County is going to be the top team in the region. And Larry said, well, maybe not early, just because they're young. You got to have some growing pains and different things like that. But really, Coach, you couldn't have scripted out better, even from the Cumberland Falls Invitational all the way up to now, leading up to the game at Bell County this week. Your team is just getting better and better and deeper. And how do you keep them focused, man? Because it's just unbelievable where they are right now.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you on the last show, I just think that, we're a year older. We've had basically this same group of kids for the last 3 seasons. And, experience goes a long way. But we just try to get fired up for every single game. And we've been telling them all year that the next practice or the next game is the most important thing that we've got on the schedule. And they've kind of took that approach. And, we had a really good practice today, and we're excited to bring one of the best teams in the region to Bell tomorrow night in Corbin. When Corbin and Bell gets together, it's always a great game. They're playing really well right now. I always love to coach against Coach P. He's one of the best. Somebody that I've looked up to for a long time. But you can lose at any moment, and sometimes you got to take a couple tough losses to get regrouped. But we've been talking about it for the last week. Hopefully, we're just going to continue to stay focused and not let a letdown happen. But if it does, we'll bounce back and move forward. And the main thing that everybody is striving for is to be to be playing good when the district tournament rolls around and moving into the regional. So that's, we're different, no different than anybody else. I mean, we feel like we've got one of the better teams, but there's, whoever does get down to the region, I feel like all 8 teams this year are going to be really good.
Yeah, no, can't wait till tomorrow night, Coach, to be there on Log Mountain. It's going to be a fun night, and I know you'll have your guys ready. But let's take a look at that top 10 you talked about. Like you said, and I mean, there's even teams that's not on this, Coach, like Barberville, who gave Clay County. They hit a couple shots later in that game. They beat number 7, so you could even throw Barberville in that mix. But daggone, Whitley County's beat Corbin. You look at South, what they've done. Harlan County, you guys have had some great success about them. Really that top 8. And even really 9, it could beat anybody on any given night. How different is this region tournament going to be compared to others? And I know we say it every year, we hype it up, but I honestly believe that the draw in a lot of ways don't really matter because, I mean, the runner-up in your district, the runner-up in the 50th, I mean, come on. They're going to play the district winner and the other who they may wind up having a better record than them anyway.
Yeah, you've got several teams that I feel like are senior dominant. That's got a lot of experience, and everybody wants to win the district tournament. No, we're no different than anyone else. That would be a big thing for our kids. But at the end of the day, I don't know if there's a huge advantage coming in as a winner or loser this year, just because I feel like if the 8 teams that are supposed to be there are there, I feel like you're going to have 4 really good opening round games, and it's about, again, getting hot at the right time. But yeah, it should be fun. Like I said, there's, we have been winning as of late, and I'm very proud of our guys being ranked as high as they are and all that sort of things. But I've done this a long time, and we've been telling our kids, we're not naive. Corbin's got one of the best teams. South is really good. Clay County's dangerous. North's dangerous. We've not played Knox Central yet. We got Whitley coming up again for the second time. We were up 18, I think, in that game and ended up winning by 5. So there's just, I've said this before. There's a lot of people in this region that basketball means a lot to, and we're not the only ones. And I remind our guys that daily. What can we do to continue to separate ourselves, because we're not the only ones that are striving to win all these games and make these runs at the end of the year. So that's what makes the 13 special, and we've got a lot of good teams, a lot of good coaches, and I'm just, thankful to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the Harlan County game the other night. I was able to see highlights of that and just kind of, talk about the end of that game and the atmosphere that was up there with the Black Bears.
Yeah, it seems like the last 2 seasons we've tried every way to stay in the games with those guys. I feel like they were just so much bigger and stronger than us, older, more experienced, but. I thought at the beginning of the year that the gap would be closed a little bit. We played them in the 2A finals, and they beat us by 3. I thought that loss did give our kids some confidence that we could play in them and then play with them. And then, we were down 8 at home, I think, the second game, and ended up winning by 14. And then after that was over, our guys came into the mindset the other night knowing that we're just as good as them. And again, if we play them in the district finals, that's what we hope to do. We know it's going to be a hard game every time we line up with them, but I thought we had several guys in that game that stepped up, especially defensively and rebounding. That's what we've tried to harp on all year. Offensively, we got guys that can play, and we're going to figure it out game to game. We've had several games that the other teams are focusing on certain players, and we've had guys step up and make big plays. But I do think the most area that we've improved in the most is just defensively and be able to be physical. And it's funny because we were talking to the guys at school that day about just, doing things the right way, continue to work hard, even if it's not your night. And sometimes the ball it falls in your lap. And that's kind of what happened with Caden Huff. He goes and he had some huge plays in the fourth quarter too. He got another offensive rebound, got a good post up. I think he had 10 points for that game. But he was just fighting after the ball the last play, and it just, ends up right in his hands and makes a huge shot. So I was happy for him. I was happy for our guys. I mean, that's the first time they said, I think, since 2010 that Bell had won a game at Harlan County against them. So, it's just, again, it's a lot of hard work that our kids have been putting in. They've continued to stay with me, win, lose, or draw, continue to stay with the plan. So it was awesome to see that ball go in.
Yeah, man. Caden, I've got him on the 13th Region All Hair team, man. He's got that great hair. And I tell you, man, we'll have him on in just a couple minutes. We're excited about that. But yeah, with Blake and the different guys on your team, and I'll be honest, I remember when the news came out that you were going to be moving on from North Laurel and to go to Bell County. And people around just thought, why in the world? Look what Bell has and look what North has and all these things. But one thing that I love about you, Coach, that, following you on social media and all the things is from the early age. I mean, I don't know how young, if you're getting them in preschool or what you're doing, but from an early age, you have really had your community to buy into your program. And the young Bobcats that are coming up just aspire to be where they are now, and looking at where you've been able to bring the program with the great history that it had and where it is now. The great thing about it is, man, is you're setting this thing up to outlive you in the long run. And how awesome has that been to have that community support?
Yeah, I mean, it's not been easy, but once I got over here, I think the first thing that happened was COVID hit, and kind of just it made the first year and a half just kind of weird, to be honest. You go to a new place, which my wife is from here. Everyone knows that was kind of my reasoning for coming over here to start. But it's been a great 6 years. I've had a lot of people from the administration level to my assistants to parents to just different people in the community has really bought in. And, the first 2 or 3 seasons were not easy for us to get going. And then we had that one group in 2022 that got over the hump and was able to win the district and got to the semifinals. And that got us a little momentum going. We knew this group that we have right now was coming up through the middle school ranks. And we've tried to get our hands on them throughout the year, spring AAU workouts, whatever it is. And one thing that I will say about the kids that we have in our program, even with the middle school kids we have right now, our 7th grade just won the KBC state tournament a couple weeks ago with 77 teams, I think, or 8th grade won the region yesterday. So, anything that we've asked the players here, the community, the parents, whatever to do, they've been completely bought in. I think they're excited about people giving them opportunities as far as playing at different times in the off season. The youth league, we've got over 100 kids in our youth league. So, wow. I tell everybody this: I'm not doing anything different than I've done in the past. It's just we've got a big buy-in, and I think these, the people here in Bell County take a lot of pride in their sports and their school, and again, it makes it easier on my part. And, we've got some kids that are talented right now coming up, middle school, high school. And when you've got that and people that want to work at it, usually good things happen. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Well, I look at it, Coach, kind of the way I would describe it is culture. And I know that every coach creates a culture, and the culture has obviously changed in Bell County. Not that it was bad before, but I think a lot of that, not only with you and your work ethic, man, because you busted in everything that you do, but your coaching staff. Look at those guys and that you have on there, Nick and Josh and others. I mean, those guys are bought in as well. I feel like, you've got a bunch of head coaches behind you and beside you that are there. I watch them when the kids come out. I mean, you put them, sometimes you got a good cop, bad cop, you got to do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. But man, I want to commend your coaching staff. What's it like to have those guys with you?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times the credit that I may get is really, the hard work that those guys put in. Nick is from here, and he's been awesome. He's with me every day. We've both got sons that are the same age, and if it's AAU or youth league or little dribblers or whatever, he's there at a lot of stuff with me helping. He's a guy that has head coaching experience, so I have a lot of trust in what he does. And Trent Lefevers is a younger guy that played here in this area. His brother was on the team that won the region in 2011, and The kids love being around him. He can relate to those guys. He does a really good job with our JV team. So, and then Max has been with me even going back to Garrett County. So, I feel comfortable with those guys. We're really close. I think that you build a lot of chemistry with the coaching staff, just like you do with the players, and they have a lot of good suggestions on what we need to do, and I trust in what those guys say. And again, I think you're as good as the people around you, and I always try to get people that are hard workers, and then it means a lot too. And I feel like we obviously have that with our staff.
Well, yeah, and even people that have been under you, people like Chris Taylor. He's going on. He's at Barberville. He learned for you. Love Chris, man, and he's doing great.
I think I learned from Taylor. He's a little older than me. He's got the experience on me.
The thing about Taylor is he has no life. I mean, his life is if there's never a night that I don't see him in a gym somewhere. Yeah. So I had to give him a little love tonight,
he's attended more high school basketball games than anybody in this region. I'll go on record to say that, but I think he's done a really good job with his team at Barberville. And again, going back to these teams in the region. I mean, Barberville, I'm not even sure who they're playing opening game, but they're going to be a hard out for somebody. Chris does a really good job. He was great help when I had him, and he's another one of those guys talking about basketball is really important to him. He takes a lot of pride in it, and you can see with how hard those kids play there. And that's what makes 13 so special.
Yeah. Well, Coach, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Who do you got tonight?
I'm going with the Chiefs. I mean, go with the winner.
Or not
take them out.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like them or not. I mean, until somebody takes them out.
Yeah, somebody's going to beat them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which team I don't like the most. Would be the Patriots in their little dynasty or the Chiefs in this dynasty. But either way, you got to respect them. They work hard.
And I'm a Cowboys fan from back in the day, so it's lose-lose for me. So.
Well, thanks for joining us, man. Best of luck to you. We'll probably have a little region show when it gets a little closer. We'll have you back on. We'll talk more about the kids then. But thanks for being with us tonight, Coach.
I appreciate it, Ronnie.
All right, have a great night. All right, so there we go. Coach Brad Sizemore, your thoughts, DC?
One of the best in the state of Kentucky. Not only in this region, but one of the best in the state of Kentucky. I mean, just like he said, he touched all the bases. If we'd had this live, I was going to ask him a few questions about his assistant coaches, present and in the past. Chris Taylor at Barberville, he just does his thing. He gets the best out of what he's got to put on the floor. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Brad's got, 3 assistants that could step into 16 other schools in this region and be the head coach just like that. Nick and I go back quite a ways from wearing the striped shirt and him being the head coach down south on 20 or 75. And then Maxie, we go way back from AAU ball to whatever. Just not only does Coach Sizemore teach a great basketball game, he teaches those young men more off the floor than he probably does on the floor. But you didn't ask him about our little favorite golfer.
That's true. And last time we did, but yeah, I love watching the highlights of him. He's going to outshine us all someday.
Move over Tiger Woods.
That's it. Yeah. Well, DC, will give you a chance tonight for your closing thoughts. Super Bowl Sunday. I know you're not into that, and just think about all the great games coming up this week, and we're wrapping it up here. 2 more weeks in the regular season. What's your closing thoughts tonight?
10 days left in the season. It's going to be a fantastic 10 days. I don't think we've determined yet our game of the week where we're going to be or going for that. We'll get it on here as quick as we can. Good luck to every team in the region, boys and girls, the cheerleaders, the student sections. Get out, support your team, fans, parents, grandmas, grandpas, neighbors. Get as many people in that gym as you can. And if you can't, tune in to us for the game of the week, and we'll do our best for it. And speaking of the Super Bowl, apparently it's 24-0 at halftime. I did scan off on my stat sheet there a little bit ago. The last Super Bowl game I watched was 1984. Doug Williams was the quarterback at the Washington Redskins.
Redskins, yeah.
I don't do pro sports, any pro sports, baseball, basketball, football, high school and college ball is where you'll see me doing whatever, watching, going live, now broadcasting. I just don't get into pro sports. I think it's rigged from top to bottom in every sport, but that's just my personal opinion. But I know we got
to hear on the 13th Region Media Network, DC Turner, conspiracy theorist.
Okay. Wouldn't go
buddy,
that far, but
yeah.
Good luck to you. Great show again. It's always an honor to be with you. Our guest, good luck. Great guest. Work week ahead of us. Get that done. Figure out where we're going to go for the game of the week. Get that over with. We've got one this week and next week. And then here comes districts.
Yeah, it's going
to. And
finish.
District play starts. It's everybody 0-0. You got to win 2 to get that crown. So, and then the week after that, the regional starts and everybody's back to 0-0. And you got to get 3, I think, to get that one. So
it's going to be interesting. Going to be great. We'll be tomorrow night. We'll be up at Bell County watching Corbin play, and Friday night North Laurel comes to Corbin. So that's where I'll be at this week. So been a great show, DC. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night. God bless.
All right. God bless you. Have a great night, and hope you've enjoyed watching the 13th Region Media Network here, brought to you by Martin's Peterbelt in the Huddle, sponsored by Allstate agent Zach Davidson. Thank you for watching In the Huddle on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. Brought to you by L4 Security, Martin's Peterbelt, Realtor Sean Disney, Donovan Storm from Kentucky Farm Bureau, WB Transport, Redmond Auto Group, Dixon Law Office, Character Sports, Mondo Sima at Remax, Advanced Technology of Kentucky, Save Right Home Care, Zachary Davison, Allstate Insurance Agent, Gondolier Italian and Pizza Restaurant, Attorney Scott Lisenby, American Cable, USA RV and Auto Sales, Dry Country Clothing, Tomahawks Axe Club, Fort Bank, KSR Bar and Grill, Heather Martinez from Sean Rogers Realty Inc., Curb Kings, Gray and Sons LLC, Wildcat Harley Davidson, All American Detailing, Heavenly Inflatables, Heron Family Dentistry, Pepsi of Corbin, Kim Sasser Crowley, Baird and Blevins Law Office, Mark Crowley at Jen Mars, and Fort Bank. You've been listening to Martin's Peterbelt's presentation of In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davison, Allstate Insurance Agent, here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.